Okay, hi guys again. What I have with me here is a slice of salmon. And what I'm going to do with it, I'm going to put this salmon on the skillet. So the first thing I'm going to do, I already rinse it. I already washed the salmon with some lime or lemon, whatever you guys call it. And now I'm going to slice the salmon in slices, not too small. Right, this piece I could probably slice it in two. I don't want to slice them too small. This one, I can do another one in here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to place them in a bowl. I'm going to put this in the sink. So what I have the salmon cut in slices. Right, so what I normally use, I use the salt-free seasoning, and it's called the Mr. Dash. So I'm just going to pour some on it, all over it, because remember it's salt-free. Then I have with me here some oregano seasoning. I'm going to pour some of that on this. Then I have some salt-free zest blend, seasoning blend, salt-free as well. Salt-free, zesty blend, original. I'm going to pour some of that on this. Then I'm going to use some garlic pepper, which has salt in it, but I'm not going to put too much. Just going to put a little bit. Have some garlic salt. I'm going to use a little bit of this. Not too much. Right. Then I have some parsley flakes. We're just going to pour some on this. I have this seasoning here. It's called Old Bay. It's seasoning salt and it's good for fish, shrimps, chicken, and more. So I'm just going to put a little bit. I'm going to put my hands like this. I'm going to portion it. I'm not going to put too much because I don't want the fish to come out too salty. Just a little bit. Pour it there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my hands and massage throughout the salmon so that the seasoning salt can thoroughly go through each piece. Each piece. Or each pieces rather. Massaging my hands throughout the salmon fish, making sure that each slices and pieces will each get the amount of seasoning they deserve, or rather they should have. Okay guys, so earlier I was able to show you guys how I was able to season the salmon and also season the tilapia. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put them on, I'm going to put both, not at the same time, but individually separate on the skillet. The skillet is heating right now. What I'm going to use with me here, some non-stick avocado oil. So I'm going to spray the pan. What I'm going to do, the seasoned salmon, I'm going to just rest it individually on the skillet. I can able to put at least all of them because the skillet will be able to fit every one of them. I'm going to first leave the first side. I'm going to leave it, let it get a nice brown, crispy outer layer. So I'm going to leave it there, let it sit and cook on the skillet before I turn the other side of it. Okay guys, so I'm gonna turn each salmon piece. So you see how each side is grilled, has that grill look on it. So I'm turning each side. Okay guys, so while each salmon is on the skillet, I'm going to be making sure that each side cooked thoroughly or properly. So I'm turning them individually, making sure the sides are well cooked. Making sure the size of the salmon is cooked properly. So I'm turning each side. Making sure the sides are well cooked. If the pieces are really small, I'm not really going to turn them, but if the pieces are a bit thick, I'm going to turn them side to side and try to get those sides well cooked, because you don't want to be eating any raw salmon or any raw meat. You don't want to eat raw meat, so you have to make sure whatever you're cooking, you have to make sure it cooks properly. As you can see that oil, and that oil that is coming out from the salmon, that's called the omega-3 oil. It's very good. It's heart healthy oil. Very good and healthy for persons with high cholesterol. The salmon is a very healthy, is a good fish. Healthy fish. Is a heart healthy fish. A heart friendly fish rather. Fish that is good for persons with high cholesterol. And it's also a good fish to use for persons who would like to be on a weight loss journey. You see? So the fish is getting a nice texture. And you can see that oil just dripping there. And no, we're not going to look at the oil and say, gooey. But rather we're going to look at it as, you know what? That is the healthy oil pushing or actually coming out of there. That's called the omega-3 oil. Very healthy oil, and it's a heart-friendly oil, or rather the salmon fish is a heart-friendly fish. It does well for the heart and also well for the persons with high cholesterol. So the fish is almost through, is almost finished cooked. Almost finished cooked, and you can see the texture of that fish. I make sure I was able to, so you see the texture of the fish. I'm making sure that it cooked properly. Making sure that the salmon cooked properly. I'm not making sure that, that the salmon is raw or uncooked. But I'm making sure that the salmon has a nice texture with it. The small pieces rather will cook easy. Making sure that the salmon has a nice cook. Making sure it's cooked. Hi guys, so the salmon is finished and it's nice and hot. Just to give the salmon an added flavored look rather. What I do, I sprinkle some parsley flakes over it just to give it that nice, give it that nice finish. Okay, so this is the end result of the salmon. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go now and make the tilapia.